What's up, guys? Welcome back. Guys, by the way, this water, it's called Evian. It's natural spring water. The best. It just tastes so fucking good, man. You know, growing up, a lot of us were probably fucking poor, born and raised in the ghetto. I actually lived on a street that was called 32nd Street in Tampa, Florida. And there was bullet casings on the ground. We were shooting the basketball, playing. I was the only white kid in the neighborhood, dude. At my school, I was the only white kid. Life was weird, man. But it was cool as fuck because everyone was kind of tough, picking on me for having 4 stripes on my shoes, right? They were the fake ass Adidas I was wearing. We were shooting the basketball in the little what's that called? Like a little box crate. But life was cool. We weren't always the richest. Parents using food stamps. My dad didn't know what the fuck to do, right? But we kept moved like 13 different times. And it taught me, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this, is that life is tough, right? And as we get older and we live in 2017, life gets a little bit interesting. It gets weird because there's so much that you can experience and there's so much that you want to do. And you see success of so many people. Like you can go watch Christian Guzman right now and you can see his Ferrari, or you can watch Ty Lopez showing off his new Rolls Royce Dawn, his Lamborghinis and stuff. We see the success everywhere, and it makes us feel this lack in our own life, and it makes us very uncomfortable with where we're at. One of my favorite quotes by Seneca, one of you guys quoted it yesterday. He says, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." And there's a problem with the hedonistic lifestyle. When you're always looking for pleasure, for the better, it makes what you have now seem subpar. And then whenever something bad happens, it makes it seem really fucking bad. And one of the reasons we've been talking about gratitude is because when you can live each day from a place of gratitude, then you no longer have to go out into the world waking up complaining and then filling that void with certain things like porn, the news. You actually live with gratitude through your day. So very powerful stuff, man, when you flip that switch. And an alarm should go off in your head when we're learning to flip that switch. When you begin to sense yourself getting anxious and getting worried and filled with complaining, there should be these alarms. And it's through this practice when you hear them. Okay, my mind's telling me that the dishes are dirty, my house is a mess, my life is shit, I gotta go to work today. Flip the fucking switch. And as you do that, you get a little quicker, a little bit better. So it's getting in that routine, putting in the practice, and man, life is cool. I know it can be hard. There's a saying, it is what it is. It is what it is, bros. Right? It is what it is when we do what we do. You can't argue with facts. Sometimes life fucking sucks. Sometimes your stomach hurts. Sometimes you go out and you get rejected by women if you put yourself out there, right? Sometimes your house is a fucking mess, or your grades are complete shit, and your parents are waiting for you to go out there and do something with your life, and you don't know what the hell to do, okay? But what does complaining do? There's no use arguing with facts. One of my favorite things, it's actually a verse from a book. No use arguing facts. If it is, it is. Why fucking complain about it? Gary Vee says something. He's like, man, complaining is a zero ROI, zero return on investment. Think about that. It gives you nothing, but it takes so much energy that you could be using to better yourself, better your life, and get to where you want to be. Energy that you could be expressing through flipping that switch, expressing gratitude, but we're too busy complaining, getting angered. We're being easy to anger, fast to be angry, fast to complain, fast to talk about how bad the day is. When we meet up with our friends or our coworkers, it's like no one wants to talk about how fucking awesome it is that we live in America and we are having this huge roof over our head and we have AC, right? And there's awesome people coming into our doors. You know, everyone wants to complain and just point out what's bad. Because it's natural, right? It's easy. It's a low-bearing fruit. We can just grab onto that. Take a bite, feel something. Anger feels good. Complaining feels good. It feels like something. But guys, if you live your life in the dark like that, day after day after day, you're going to find yourself among the many men and women who live their lives in sadness, in despair. It's through that flipping of the switch. Practice. When I think about gratitude and why it's so important, it's not just important for your happiness. Like, it's important so that you can go further in your life. It's like a rocket ship taking off. Think about it. If this thing was weighed down by there's just a load of bullshit on top of this rocket, a bunch of chains holding it to the ground, it wouldn't be able to take off. And that's what complaining does for us. Zero return on investment. It gives us nothing, but it takes so much from us. It robs us of the enthusiasm that we could bring to every single day if we just chose with awareness and purpose to flip that switch. So begin to practice. Practice. We talked about the myelin, wrapping around the nerves, and how skill is built. You can actually learn to practice gratitude. Let the alarms go off in your head when shit goes wrong. When everything seems like it's shit, make it up. Be thankful for that shit, man. It's helping you out. It's there. It's a blessing. Guys, I love you. Enjoy the Super Bowl. I'll see you guys soon. Peace. Falcons are going to win.